What if I told you that ancient myths hold secrets more thrilling than any modern blockbuster? Stay tuned as we unravel tales of gods, heroes, and monsters that have captivated humanity for millennia. Welcome to our exploration of the most fascinating stories from Greek mythology. These ancient narratives have shaped literature, art, and culture for centuries, offering timeless lessons and thrilling adventures. From tragic love stories and heroic quests to cautionary tales about pride and fate, Greek myths continue to resonate with audiences today. Let's delve into these captivating tales that reveal the values, fears, and imagination of an ancient civilization whose legacy still echoes through our modern world. At first, the tragic flight of Icarus. Icarus, the son of Daedalus, the legendary inventor and craftsman, attempted a daring escape from Crete using wings made of feathers and wax. Daedalus warned Icarus not to fly too high or too low, but overwhelmed by the thrill of flight, Icarus soared too close to the sun. The wax melted, his wings disintegrated, and he plummeted into the sea, which now bears his name, the Icarian Sea. This myth is a powerful metaphor for human ambition and the dangers of hubris. Second, the Judgment of Paris. The origin of the Trojan War lies in the judgment of Paris. Eris, the goddess of discord, threw a golden apple inscribed, "To the fairest among the goddesses." Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite all claimed it. Paris, prince of Troy, was chosen to decide. Hera offered power, Athena offered wisdom, and Aphrodite promised him the most beautiful woman in the world, Helen of Sparta. Paris chose Aphrodite, abducted Helen, and thus sparked a war that would become legendary. Third, the Labyrinth and the Minotaur. Deep within the labyrinth designed by Daedalus on the island of Crete dwelled the Minotaur, a monstrous creature, half man and half bull. King Minos demanded a tribute of youths and maidens from Athens to be fed to the beast. Theseus, the prince of Athens, volunteered to end this horror. With the help of Ariadne's thread, he navigated the maze, slew the Minotaur, and escaped, symbolizing triumph over chaos and the power of courage and cleverness. Fourth, Prometheus and the gift of fire. Prometheus, a titan and benefactor of humanity, defied Zeus by stealing fire from Mount Olympus and giving it to mankind. This gift enabled civilization, but Zeus was enraged. He condemned Prometheus to eternal torment, chained to a rock where an eagle devoured his regenerating liver daily. This myth embodies the spirit of rebellion, sacrifice for progress, and the high price of enlightenment. Fifth, the apples of the Hesperides. One of Heracles' 12 labors was to retrieve the golden apples from the garden of the Hesperides, a sacred place guarded by the nymphs of the evening and the fierce dragon Ladon. These apples were a wedding gift from Gaia to Hera and symbolized eternal youth. Heracles sought help from the Titan Atlas, who retrieved the apples while Heracles held up the sky in his place. The tale is a testament to cunning, strength, and perseverance. Sixth, the tale of Pyramus and Thisbe. Pyramus and Thisbe, star-crossed lovers from Babylon, were forbidden to be together by their families. They whispered through a crack in the wall between their houses and planned to meet in secret. When Thisbe arrived at their meeting spot, she fled in fear of a lioness dropping her veil. Pyramus, finding the bloodied veil, believed she had died and took his own life. Thisbe returned, found him dead, and followed suit. Their love story would later inspire Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Seventh, the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. Orpheus, the son of Apollo and muse Calliope, was a legendary musician whose melodies could charm all living things, and even stones. After his beloved wife Eurydice died from a snakebite, Orpheus ventured into the underworld to bring her back. Hades allowed it, under one condition: Orpheus must not look back at her until they were both out. Overcome with doubt and love, he glanced back just before exiting and lost her forever. This heartbreaking myth explores trust, loss, and the eternal nature of love. Eighth, the punishment of Arachne. Arachne, a mortal woman with exceptional weaving skills, dared to challenge the goddess Athena. When the contest ended, Arachne's tapestry, which depicted the god's flaws, was flawless. Athena, enraged at both the insult and her own defeat, destroyed the tapestry and turned Arachne into a spider, condemning her and her descendants to weave forever. This myth warns against pride and disrespect toward the divine, while also explaining the origin of spiders. Ninth, the prophecy of Oedipus. The oracle of Delphi prophesied that Oedipus, prince of Thebes, would kill his father and marry his mother. Horrified, his parents abandoned him, and he was raised by another royal family. Unaware of his origins, Oedipus killed a man at a crossroads, his father, and married the widowed queen of Thebes, his mother. When the truth emerged, the horror of fulfilled prophecy unfolded. His mother took her life, and Oedipus blinded himself in grief. A cornerstone of tragic storytelling, this myth explores fate, identity, and self-awareness. At number 10, the Pandora's box. In Greek myth, Pandora was the first woman crafted by the gods as part of a divine punishment. She was gifted a box, or jar, and warned never to open it. But curiosity overpowered her. When she opened it, all evils, sickness, death, suffering, escaped into the world. Horrified, she closed the lid just in time to trap one thing: hope. This myth explains the origin of evil and reminds us that even in the darkest moments, hope endures. Greek mythology is more than ancient storytelling. It is a mirror reflecting human emotions, fears, and aspirations. These timeless tales reveal the struggles between mortals and immortals, between fate and free will, between love and loss. They offer insight into ancient values: honor, bravery, humility, and present enduring questions we still wrestle with today. Whether it's Icarus flying too high, Orpheus looking back in longing, or Pandora releasing unintended chaos, each myth serves as a lens through which we understand ourselves better. So the next time you read about a hero's journey or a divine betrayal, remember, the ancient Greeks told it first, and often best. Stay curious,